Hi, it's Aki, and welcome back to my channel. I had to use a different iPad. I'll explain later in another video. Anyway, we have an update on the suspect that was involved in the shooting of the CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson. Apparently, the NYPD has gotten more information about this individual, but we still don't know who he is. But we have a face now, and more information about his whereabouts before the shooting, and it's about 10 days in the past. So let's see. This is from 1010 Wins News. So it says CEO shooting. Suspect reportedly arrived in New York City last month on a bus from Atlanta. New pictures reveal his face. I think I showed it earlier, but this is by Adam Warner, Maria Diamond, and Glenn Schmuck. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Oh well. So, United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's suspect killer arrived in New York City last month on a Greyhound bus that originated in Atlanta, according to multiple reports. Officials did not know if the suspect, who killed Thompson shortly before 7 a.m. Wednesday near the Hilton on the Avenues of America in Midtown, boarded in Atlanta or elsewhere along the route, law enforcement told CNN. A Greyhound spokesman said that the company is fully cooperating with the authorities on this active investigation, adding that it can't give any more details. It's okay. NYPD thinks that the suspect arrived in the city 10 days before the killing on November 24th, sources told CNN. And also on Thursday, the suspect in the target killing was unmasked for the first time as police released 2 surveillance images showing his full face, which I showed earlier on another video. The NYPD put out a pair of photos showing the person wanted for questioning in the shooting. The image matched the lobby of the High New York City hostel on the Upper West Side. Yes, they don't call it a hotel, they call these hostels. Including its black and white checkered floor and a distinctive bench in the shape of a semicircle. Police also examined whether the gunman used cash and a fake ID to secure a room on the Upper West Side hostel, according to the NBC New York, citing 2 law enforcement officials familiar with the investigation. I mean, in a regular hotel, you can't use cash. You have to use a credit card. The release of the photos came as the manhunt for the killer continued Thursday, with police using drones, helicopters, and dogs for the search. Detectives are also conducting interviews and canvassing for clues in the killing, which the police describe as likely premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack. As the search intensified, reports revealed that the shooter left 3 Cypriot words on the ammo using the ambush. The words deny, defense, and dispose was found embroiled on 3 9mm shell casing recovered from the scene of the shooting at West 54th Street and 6th Avenue, a law enforcement sources told the Associated Press, making it possibly personal and not an actual hitman. Investigators reported believe that the shooting may have been motivated by a grudge against the insurance company, which is among the largest healthcare provider in the U.S. and around the world. The word on the ammo could be referenced to strategic insurance companies use to try to avoid paying claims. There's also a 2010 book titled Delay, Deny, Defend about why insurance companies don't pay claims and what you can do about it. So the bullets took 2 of these 3 words, and the last one was substituted for defend. So police also pieced together a timeline of the suspect's movements and had focused on at least a pair of the Upper West Side, or part. According to the sources, he was seen leaving the area of the Frederick Douglass houses around 5 a.m. Wednesday, less than 2 hours before the shooting. Investigators are said to have sought a search warrant for a location in the city where he may have stayed, and the police had seen in the front of a high New York City hostel at West 103rd Street and Amsterdam Avenue. Um, yeah, it's a some kind of a motel type thing, but it's not a hotel or a motel. An employee at the hostel said that the police had a visit, but declined to provide further information. I don't blame them. Danielle Burmith, a spokesperson for the lodging, says in an email statement that they are cooperating with the NYPD but cannot comment due to the active investigation. Understandable. The hunt brought officers to at least two hostels in the West Side based on a tip that the suspect shooter may have stayed at one of them. A law enforcement sources told AP an employee at the second hostel, Kama Central Park, confirmed two detectives arrived at 7 a.m. and asked the staff whether they recognized the man in the photos of the shooter. The workers did not, employees said. In addition to the survey video of the suspect and the shell casing found at the scene, police have also investigating a cell phone discovered in a nearby alley, and they are DNA testing a bottled water and a candy wrapper left at a Starbucks at West 56th Street, 6th Avenue, where the suspect was captured on camera minutes before the shooting, sources told 1010 Wins. Brian Thompson, 50, was gunned down around 6:45 a.m. right outside the entrance of the hotel as he headed to an annual meeting with investors where he had been scheduled to speak. Surveillance video shows the gunman walking up behind him and opening fire, striking him in the back and the leg. Thompson's wife, Pauline Thompson, told NBC News on Wednesday that there had been some threats to her husband, possibly about a lack of coverage from an insurer. NYPD said that while the motive is unknown, all indications are Thompson was specifically targeted, with the shooters laying in wait for several minutes before Thompson arrived at the hotel for the conference. Many people passed the suspect, but he apparently appeared to wait for his target. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch said in a news conference. Speaking on MSNBC Morning Joe Thursday, Mayor Eric Adams said that the pieces of the puzzle are still coming together, but we are on the right pathway. As in all my years of law enforcement, I had never seen a silencer before, the mayor said, referring to the device reportedly attached to the shooter's gun. Some people call it suppressor, some people call it silencer. And so that was really something that was shocking to us. And so we're on the right path, and we believe we're going to apprehend this person. According to the reports, investigators believe the suspect was an experienced marksman, but not a professional killer. An official told the AP that it appeared the shooter had at least some prior firearms training and experience with guns, and the handgun was equipped with a silencer. From watching the video, it does seem that he's proficient in the use of firearms. He was able to clear the malfunctioning pretty quickly, NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kennedy said. The gun did jam at one time. He was able to clear up the jam and continue shooting the victim. That's what they're saying. Investigators also looking to whether the suspect had pre-positioned a bike as part of an escape plan, an official said. Police initially said the shooter rode into Central Park on a bike from the city bike sharing program, City Bike. But the spokesperson for the program operator, Lyft, said that the police officials informed the company Wednesday afternoon that the bike was not from the city bike fleet. So there was a correction there. We apologize to Lyft. So the Associated Press contributed to this report as well. So this is where we stand right now. They got more details. The guy was here for like 10 days. He rode a bus somewhere between Atlanta and New York City to get in here. checked in at a hostel, which is a combination of a hotel and a motel, but apparently he could pay with cash there, something you can't do at a hotel. He did eat at a Starbucks before he went out and did his thing. Had a bike stationary somehow in an alleyway. I don't know how he was able to leave a bike there and not somebody come and steal it, which is very rare. You know, you leave a bike unattended without proper security, and it's gone in a New York minute. This person seemed to plan everything ahead of time. We don't know if he practiced this before. He has words written on the bullet. This is unusual. It appears that the person must have a personal vendetta against the CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson. And what else? Well, I don't know, but so he went from the Upper West Side to 54th Street. Once he shot the victim, made sure he put enough bullets into him, ran into the alleyway, got the bike, went to Central Park, and he went as far as 85th Street, and that's where they lost him. So we don't know if he's still in the city or not. That's another thing. So they had to keep looking for any surveillance videos to see if they can continue to find this guy. But at least they know now that he was traveling on a certain bus. So they're getting more pieces of the puzzle together, but unfortunately we still don't have a clear picture of who this individual is. Even though they have a photo of him without the mask at a hostel. So that's where we stand right now. This is from 1010 Wins and the Associated Press. So this is Alcan saying so long for now, and don't forget your stop.